Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, getting ready for the weekend. NFL football kicks off tonight. I am excited. Misty was a big Chiefs fan because Mahomes went to her college, which was Texas Tech. So she rooted for the Chiefs by default because Mahomes was her guy. So decided to root for them tonight in her honor. And but first, we got a mulching job we got to start today. This is probably going to be 2 to 3 days over here mulching out. I don't know if I'm going to get the skid steer over here or not, but let's take a look at what we got. All right, so I got the Mini Kubota U55 with little Munchie, aka the Prenoth mulcher, and we got a lot here. That's property line. Owner wants to come off 20 feet, leave a buffer, so that's about right here. We're going to start somewhere in, well, actually that's not where I'm going to start, but that'll be the edge. And this is about 175 feet down, and he wants to go about 200 feet back. And I'm going to try to just go down into this ditch and open this up. He wants to take any of the pines that I can take, but we're going to leave all these bigger hardwoods, these poplars and sycamores and stuff that are really pretty. But the rest of this, mostly the stuff in the bottom, this cane thrush, these little gums and stuff, that's all going to come out, at least we're going to mulch it all down. I really don't know what's in this lot. This is kind of a big unknown. I don't know how wet it is because this hill comes way down. I mean, you can see this comes down, and there's a ditch right down there. We're going to come about 20 feet off that ditch or so. And but honestly, you can't even walk in it. It's so thick. So we're going to just start. I think it opens up a little bit. You know, I can see an open spot right there. So I'm hoping it opens up pretty good in the middle there and just kind of turns into timber back there. So this gets, you know, as the sun comes up right here, all that sun shines down on this front and just allowed all this stuff to grow up. So let's get the Mini. I think I'm going to make my way in right here. This looks good. I think this is where he's got the culvert marked, where he wants the driveway to eventually go. And there's a tree that's down right there, or a stump. I don't know. We're going to walk in right here and open this up and see what we got. right, everybody, here's our mid-job report here. I think we've been at this right at about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours or so. It's a little after lunch. So, gotten a lot done, but it's going quick because most of it, you know, especially through all there, was just a bunch of cane thrush. It's not bamboo, it's like a cane stuff that grows, and it gets pretty tall, but it's not bamboo. It doesn't grow into big, you know, shoots like bamboo does. But it'll grow right back. It's not dead by any means, but some other stuff in there, some red maples, gums, privet, normal stuff. It's a big old red maple down right there. I've got to clean some stuff up more on the front a little bit, but I'm just trying to rough this out. Kind of came through here real tight around some of these pines. I got to clean up that little bit. The line is right about right there in that corner. I'm gonna have to come around to the front on the road and clean that little bit up right there. I couldn't get to it from this side, but yeah, all this through here looks pretty good through here. I mean, it's a little tight, but there's nothing real big in here. But I'm gonna try to work my way around this fallen pine and that other fallen, I think it's a sycamore tree, and work my way around this way and try to clear back that way. But if I was gonna put a house here, which is what they want to do, I'd be concentrating on this side where the high ground is, because this drops as it goes that way a lot it drops. So, all right, let's keep going. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Just got machine blown out a little bit and ready to put her on the trailer. But let's take a look at our lot here. So the owner wants to go back from the ditch about 200 feet. Right now we're probably at about 100 feet or so, roughly in that ballpark. And so I got all this done with, you know, the mini and the mulcher, and right at 8 hours. I'm really happy with the production in here. We had a lot done. I mean, that's a lot that we got done in here, so really happy with that. And most of it, especially down in through here, was just a bunch of cane thrush, you know, and it just went quick. I mean, I smoked it. So that was one of the reasons it went really quick. Now I just got through talking to the client. He's been here most of the day, and he came back over to meet me really quick. I gave him two options, because I had not met, he's from out of town, and I had not met him over here to kind of discuss what we're going to do. So we've got these big trees down over here. There's a big dead one there, and there's like two or three of them, and then there's that sycamore that's all cockeyed leaning right there. So I said, hey, I can come back tomorrow with the skid steer and I can grind up those trees, those big ones. I could do it with the mini, but it's just I mean, it would take forever. It would just be a waste of time. So I said, I'd come back with the skid steer tomorrow, grind those up, and then do as much as I can with the skid steer. But I'm probably gonna have to come back again one more day to clean up around, you know, some of the trees in back there and some of the tighter areas. I need the mini for that. I mean, you can see how tight it was in here, and I pretty much got everything through there. I mean, I cleaned that up really good through there, even though, you know, how tight it is, and the mini is great for that. I said, but, you know, for me to come back over here with the skid steer, it would be an extra $400 for that day. We'd still be within his budget of what I quoted him. But I said, if you don't care about those back there, I said, we've pretty much got this job about halfway done. I could probably come back with the mini and get this thing. If I'm not done by the end of the day tomorrow, barring any complications, if I get a full 8 hours in here, I'd probably be, you know, if I'm not done, I'd be very close to being done. And when I bid this, I gave him a range of, on hours, about 2 to 3 days, roughly speaking. I kind of figured maybe 1 or 2 days with the mini, and then another maybe 1 day with the skid steer, you know, roughly speaking. And he's like, no, you know, he's got a little 30 horsepower tractor, Mahindra. He's like, they're dead, rotten. I can cut them up with my chainsaw, move them around with my tractor while burn them. Don't worry about it. So just come back over here with the mini and, you know, double this over one more time and we should be good. So he's really happy with everything. I'm happy with everything. So those logs will stay there. Not gonna worry about them. And hopefully there's not too many more down trees back in there, but those have been laying there for a while. But yeah, this looks good. Everything looks good. So that's gonna have to come out, because that's where those two yellow marks are where the driveway is gonna come in, right through there. But those pines are gonna have to come out too. So whoever puts that in is gonna have to dig those up and push them over. They can't be mulched, because you'll have a sinkhole if you leave the stump in the ground. So so that's going to stay there too, and whoever deals with those pines can deal with that. So all right, that's it for me for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back here tomorrow. Bye everybody.